GTA 6, finally set to release this year on most of the gaming console. But GTA 5, which was released in 2013, and GTA 6, set to be released in 2026, almost 13 years of gap. Here is the twist. Even after the 13 years of gap, how this game franchise maintained this unrealistic hype all over the world, we will know the psychology behind it. Let's start by this is the standard life cycle of a consumer product. A company spends years in research and development, initiates a marketing campaign, and finally generates revenue at the moment of launch. With Grand Theft Auto 6, that economic model is broken. Between the release of GTA 5 in 2013 and the projected launch of its sequel in 2026, there is a 13-year gap. A massive, empty chasm sits exactly where the product should be. In almost any other industry, a decade of silence would cause a franchise to fade into cultural irrelevance. But here, the property became more dominant the longer it remained dormant. When Rockstar finally released a 90-second trailer in late 2023, it hijacked global news cycles within hours.
Games claims the trailer it published this week for Grand Theft Auto 6 was the biggest video launch of all time.
Financial analysts and tech reporters began discussing the economic impact of software that wouldn't be playable for years. How does a corporation generate billions of dollars in perceived value out of the literal absence of a product? The answer lies in the engineering of the hype itself. For Rockstar, the game is the endpoint, but the wait is the primary economic engine they've been fine-tuning for over a decade. Modern marketing typically relies on constant social media noise, daily posts, and regular updates to stay top of mind. Rockstar counters this with near total, absolute silence. This triggers a psychological phenomenon known as the information gap. When the human brain encounters incomplete data, it becomes obsessively driven to fill in the missing pieces. By withholding the answers, the corporation forces the community to do the work. Millions of fans spend thousands of collective hours analyzing trailer frames and dissecting leaks to bridge that gap on their own. Dedication. This creates the scarcity effect. When official communication is this rare, every single screenshot or verified rumor becomes exponentially more valuable to the consumer. The result is a self-sustaining ecosystem. Also, the leaks that were continuous throughout the period, whether about the graphics, detailing, police chase, characters' involvement, storytelling, NPC detailing, missions, game physics, realistic environment, previous character involvement, theme songs. But the major event of game leaks, where 18-year-old named Arian Kurtaj in September 2022, he leaked unreleased 90 clips of GTA 6 while staying at a hotel under police protection, breached the Rockstar Games server, where through Amazon Stick Hotel TV and a smartphone. That caused damage to Rockstar nearly $10 million. Now, in 2026, August, hacker group named CyberLeak have leaked the unreleased clips which you would have seen on different platforms. All these were also involved in creating the buzz for the GTA 6. You see it in the 40-minute breakdown videos, the reaction streams, and the forum threads where thousands of people debate the physics of wind-blown trees or the specific radio stations confirmed for the car interiors. Energy. By intentionally refusing to supply the core narrative, Rockstar effectively and completely outsources its marketing to its own rabid audience. The biological driver of this massive cultural obsession is the human brain's continuous release of the powerful neurotransmitter known as dopamine. Research shows dopamine levels peak during the anticipation of a reward, not its acquisition. The high is in the waiting. Rockstar strung this biological loop out for 13 years, keeping millions suspended in perpetual expectation. On a social level, this becomes a mandatory cultural event. Once millions of people are focused on a single moment, social proof and the fear of missing out take over, pulling in even non-gamers. This conditioning has a specific financial target, funneling the massive audience into the existing digital economy of the online multiplayer mode. Leaked financial data shows that 74% of the $5 billion generated by this franchise comes from microtransactions, and nearly all of that spending is accounted for by just 4% of the player base. Shock! The hype machine is a funnel. It uses mass cultural obsession to acquire millions of users, while specifically designed in-game loops extract massive real-world wealth from a tiny minority. The next release is being built as a persistent digital Second Life, a world where players are already averaging 23 hours of play per week. Mind blown. Rockstar is deploying a dialogue decay system and AI-driven NPCs that autonomously react to your behavior, remembering past encounters and rotating through hundreds of thousands of recorded lines. This is a fight for what psychologists call emotional real estate. Corporations are no longer just competing for your leisure time, they are competing for primary psychological attachment. Seriousness. The stakes are high enough that the World Health Organization now recognizes gaming disorder as a clinical condition. In the US, Rockstar faces active lawsuits alleging the game was intentionally designed to be addictive, using variable reward systems. Tension. The physical world is unpredictable, but a manufactured digital ecosystem offers a tightly controlled environment where every action leads to a calculated reward. By the time the software arrives on November 19th, the anticipation cycle has already done its work. For many, the transition to living in Vice City will feel like the logical conclusion to a game we've been playing for years.